after the IMF and the World Bank, IMF na International Monetary Fund, na the meaning be that. IMF and World Bank, after they advised our president, Jagaban Tinubu, say make it come out everything subsidy. Fuel subsidy, even subsidy on electricity tariff, make it clear everything, so that the people will continue to suffer. After the Nakanaram that advice, this man, the Minister of Power, him come outside, talk say, that subsidy on electricity tariff is not sustainable. That as a matter of fact, what was made available for subsidy in his sector, in that power sector, say now, I think 460 billion naira, if I am not mistaken. But that the actual subsidy that should come to that sector, power, annually, now 2 trillion naira. Nice on nice. Until una key Nigerians finish before we go no say, una this serious. As him talk that in finish, this minister now, as he talk that in finish, he get one man where respond to give him. The man give him better response. If you see response, una go understand why these people are always acting like this. If una hear waiting that man where they talk, I go play una the video. If una hear waiting him talk, una go no say the poverty level inside this country. Now waiting they make these people, the political class, Tinubu and the people. Now waiting they make them they do what they do because they know say majority of Nigerians are not educated and they don't even understand anything that's happening in politics, in governance. Make I not talk too much. Who will help me listen to what this man gas talk as he take touch this matter? Why I carry comments now? Watch.
So there's been this issue of removal of subsidy on electricity. As an association, we've been fighting and advocating for proper services to Nigerian people. What would be your reaction to this in the midst of the current hardship?
It is not justified. You see, taking advice from World Bank and taking advice from IMF and using it to rule Nigeria is not the best. It's not the best. The subsidy, when was subsidy even, where did the subsidy come? Let them give us account of how the subsidy was given. There is need for transparency and accountability in this sector. If you were giving subsidy, you are mentioning the amount. Who gave it? There is a power assistance fund. Under power assistance fund, who and who benefited? How did it go? Who got them? We need to know. But beyond that, why will you remove subsidy now? That subsidy has been removed from petroleum. And you know very well that most industries and SMEs in Nigeria operate with electricity, the on-grid. Now they can't buy fuel to use. They don't even have the electricity to use. Now you want to remove subsidy and increase tariff for them to pay. By the way, the minister is talking about non-effective tariff. How? If you look at it, if you're talking about subsidy, who has been funding the sector? Is it the consumers or the discos that have been funding the sector? It is the consumers. If you look at it, can the minister present in sincere terms the amount of money the discos have invested in infrastructure, buying transformer, pole and wire, maintenance in the sector, and then how much consumers have invested? You will find out that most under network expansion and investment policy that was existing, consumers don't even know about that policy, no enlightenment. And what does that mean? If a consumer invests in buying transformer, pole and wire, he is supposed to recover his money. The disco should pay him back. Because those things, the moment they are energized, government takes over. The consumer can no longer lay claims to it. Now you are collecting the property bought by consumers by force from them without paying them back. How fair is that? And then the same consumers are the people you are saying you want to remove a subsidy, that they are not paying adequate tariff. How much has the discos invested? There is need to find out. How much has the discos invested in buying transformer, buying wire, or connecting the thing to the areas that the commune, and then how much has local people invested? Why is it that government will be quick to talk about money brought in by World Bank and IMF as low, but they will not tell you how much Nigerian consumers have invested in the sector. It's injustice against citizens. They need to look at this. So there's no justification whatsoever to talk about the removal of subsidy. Now look at it this way. They have increased tariff. They have increased tariff. And what was the reason for increase in tariff? Number one, the DISCOs made presentation to Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission under what they call CAPEX, that is capital expenditure. They brought a report, the millions of naira they said they spent on CAPEX. Where did they install them? Who saw that? Where was it? Now, they didn't state the one consumers provided. Many neighborhood organizations have invested, buying pole, buying wire, buying transformer. Communities have invested. Individuals have invested. Where is the report? The minister should apply transparency, accountability, patriotism, fair play, equity and justice in dealing with electricity consumers. Because if you now investigate this, is there consultation with consumers in terms of CAPEX to know how much consumers in different states, local governments and communities have brought and what the DISCOs have brought? You will see it. Yet the regulator will give them approval to increase tariff under what they call OPEX, operational expenditure, which is to say, for instance, maintenance. You will agree with me that in most communities today, transformer will spoil. It is the consumers that will bring money before they are repaired. In most communities, pole will fall. Unless the consumers bring money, it will not be brought up. So all these monies, you will see the DISCOs go and tell the regulator that they spent money on OPEX, that is operational expenditure. Regulator will approve and they will increase tariff. The same consumer who invested in these things without recognition and reform is still the same person that will pay the increased tariff, which is quite unfair. In 2020, CBN brought out about $96 billion that was brought into the sector to say they use it to empower DISCOs to be able to provide meter under national mass metering policy, that they provide meter and give to consumers. How many consumers got the meter? What is the quantity of meters that were bought according to the DISCO franchise areas? The minister should give us this information. How many were bought? How many consumers benefited? But suffice it to say that even in demanding for tariff increase, the DISCOs have gone to present that they want to pay back that loan. So increase in tariff means that they need to generate money to be able to pay back that loan. So consumers will not be paying money for DISCOs to pay loan that they never benefited from. This is injustice. It will never happen anywhere. No IMF staff, no World Bank staff will allow this happen in his country. They will complain about it. Is it to say that this sector was privatized against Nigeria's interest, or it was privatized against in favor of foreign interest, or in favor of a few Nigerians? We need to find out.
You hear them? Kai! Illiteracy are joker. Illiteracy. Say you know go school. It's a bad thing. Now hear with him talk. He said sometime 2020 CBN under the government say they release how much him talk inside that video? $96 billion to one company, or he called the name there. I don't even want to call. He called the name of the company. Say now then they give the money so that they can make available all these power fittings. You understand? Prepaid, postpaid, transformer, all those things will go enable transmission of electricity. Make them provide them. My brothers and sisters, make I ask this question, I beg. According to that video when I watch, if transformer where your area spoil, who they replace them? No be people they live there. No be common Nigerians. They go. You hear for that video now? Even if, in fact, it go even reach. It will get to a point they go say, that transformer self, say you no go work again. Say now to buy new one. Now the people where they use that transformer, no be government to go buy it and hand it over to the distribution company. You don't turn their own, but our money we use pay. And then we are still paying. You go see they pay bills, the electricity tariff. You go see they pay. After you don't collect your own transformer, give them. Of which now the waiting they give them this 96 billion may they use do. They no provide anything money. They even give them. Make we even ask the question. They even, because if you call those people and they can't talk and they can't talk and say the money self no even reach them. they siphon the money, then thief and money go. Una hear what the man talk. Now so, anything wey concern power. Now, I say for this country, now the people be the government. We do everything for ourselves. Now, that loan, because now that $96 billion, now loan where they carry give that distribution company, whatever they are. Now loan they give them. Now they are recovering the loan from Nigerians. You know here for that video. We buy all those things that money was meant to buy. Now we they provide them. Yet they will still come the increase electricity tariff. So we are giving them the fittings to distribute electricity, and we are also paying high electricity bills inside this country. Oh, now that's what they talk about. The man explain and where, and people will no illiteracy no go give me people know these things. How many of us are educated in this country to know the policies of government? Just few. And if those few they make noise, the other majority where they uneducated will not understand. They are own to enter beer or go drink beer. You know, consign them. After they say, hey, leave them. You know, consign. Leave them. Let them thief their thief. That one, you know, consign. But it consign everybody. This is man inhumanity to man. Government suffering their own people. Fuel subsidy is gone. Now electricity tariff, the subsidy when I say when I put on top, when I want to stay commuter, I will never even commuter. Una know the reason why these people, this distribution company, in fact, even this prepaid, postpaid, they don't agree give them. Una know why? Because they enjoy from about this thing, estimated bills. They go carry estimated bills, come give una, say make una pay. Even if you want that prepaid or postpaid, whatever it is, you go to their office to collect it, or food they are supposed to give free because they are generating electricity from it. You are paying for the electricity they are generating with those fittings. You will pay, but you will pay to collect those fittings. You will pay to them before they will come and fix it for you. You understand? So everything about the power sector is pay. They are using Nigerians to run that power sector. Even the subsidy where they say they put, of which we know, they still won't come out just to make sure that Nigerians suffer our hell. Now here you begin. No think as if you die go. Now here the hellfire begin. You see him, I be no see him. I don't talk and finish. I go see on later.
Imagine a country where its citizens get to enjoy the road without this. Imagine a country where unprecedented fuel scarcity does not cause panic at the filling station. That is why Innocent Vehicles has embarked on manufacturing environmental-friendly gas-powered cars while still offering comfort, luxury, and doggedness for the African roads. Innocent Vehicles, the pride of African roads.